Benjamin, wake up!
How do you know so much about me?
We all worship.
So you're just running up to people in Wolf. Do you know your
Don't talk to me about Quinn! Right there! Jasper!
The apple.
What's that function? Picking up words and phrases and clauses. Conjunction, junction. What's that function? Picking up...
Jasper? Oh, that's Jasper!
Hey, Jasper! It's good, my dude.
Jasper's?
Oh, no. We're just Peterson, William, and Robert now.
Hey!
Yo, are you about to bite into that apple?
Oh, yeah.
Mad respects, bro. Last time I tried that, my construct of reality got broken down for weeks.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. What are you doing here?
Well, ever since the cult dissipated, we've just been wondering what to do with all the time that life just gives you.
Well, we made a barbershop quartet with 3 people. But if Peterson concentrates really hard, he can start making a gurgling noise that sort of sounds like 2 notes at the same time. And so then, don't do it now. Would you like to hear something?
Oh, okay.
It's an original, based on a true story. Ready?
Jasper is our overlord. We've classified him as a god amongst men. We've quit the cult, but now we're getting bored. And so we've learned to cook and knit and make these songs about him. And when we're old and cold and all our memories fade, we'll remember the Jasperish friends that we made. We'll make every night we fall asleep a prayer in his name. We'll say, Jasper.
Well done. We have missing harmonies. Would you like to join?
No, I gotta go, but maybe later.
We should come to one of the reunions.
Yeah,
they're like 5 times a week, 6,
every day.
Every day. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay, well, that's practice, so always good to see you. Love you.
bye. Pretty extraordinary.
Hello? Quinn?
Nice.
No way. No way.
Whoa. Quinn's a trap? Stop, man.
I don't know what you want
no,
from me.
we don't want anything from you.
Then
We're
where
just...
is she?
Well, we need to find her. Find her? Okay, don't point at me. You will get nowhere jumping into my head.
How are you gonna find her? There are infinite dreamscapes. She could be anywhere.
Right. But we need to find you before we found
You, me. You wrote this. This is your dream list.
Yes?
You wrote Lumber Sweats and the Sweet Meat Chronicles.
Well, I mean, I didn't write it. I just had the
You
idea.
wrote Lumber Sweats and the Sweet Meat Chronicles.
Well, I also stopped Apple from changing their charges, which prompted your dad to create Japple, which sounds a little bit more influential to the entire storyline.
If you
between
signed
the
that,
two.
will you let me keep it?
Oh, well, I mean, I don't really have a signature, but I don't know. I could give it a...
I'm so sorry.
Mom.
I am so sorry. You are the most beautiful memory of my entire life, Quinn. I've missed you so much.
I'm here
I know.
the whole time. with you.
I know that. I'm so proud of you.
I'm okay.
You are perfect, sweetheart. Now go. We'll be all right. Go.
Jasper.
Whenever you're ready, Quinn.
Jasper? Like I said, I don't really have a signature, but I tried it 3 times, so here you go. It's all yours. You ready to go home?
But I don't know how.
It's easy. Just reach out your hand. And let go.
It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. Come back, Benjamin. Come back, Benjamin. Come back, Benjamin. You've both done everything I asked, and now it's time to uphold my end of the promise. I'll need your apple, please.
Mrs. Hills, I don't...
I'm afraid I wasn't asking you, Benjamin.
Oliver?
Try it.
If I bite into this, it'll take me back to his reality, which... What is your reality?
I think that's what we're about to find out.
Beth.
Trust me.
But you didn't. I'm still here, so we're good. Okay, so if it had worked, I would cease to exist. Okay, so you're just running up to people in Whole Foods and attempting metaphysical suicide. Dude, I haven't seen you since high school. Are you good? Yeah. Yeah, I'm good. You good? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm great, actually. Isabel and I, we got engaged. The wedding is actually gonna be... Cool. So I've got like 20 more people to hit today, so I'm just gonna have to... Where are you going? Well, I have to keep testing my theory. Nah, dude, you need to stop.
Oliver.
It's disconcerting. Math class, and all of this has just been a bad dream. Oliver? All right, good. What just happened? Oh, I'm just testing my theory that I'm the master of my own reality. Okay. What? Well, if you had woken up, it would mean that I've only ever been a figment of your imagination, but you didn't, and I'm still here, so...
As though it were meant to be.
If it had worked, I would cease to exist. Okay, so you're just running up to people in Whole Foods and attempting metaphysical suicide. Dude, I haven't seen you since high school. Are you good? Yeah. Yeah, I'm good. You good? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm great, actually. Isabel and I, we got engaged. The wedding is actually gonna be... Cool. So I've got like 20 more people to hit today, so I'm just gonna have... Where are you going? Well, I have to keep testing my theory. Nah, dude, you need to stop. What? Well, it's disconcerting.
Sit down.
But
Benjamin, this is deeper than any human consciousness has ever traveled. I don't think now is the time for buts.
where are we?
I'll explain.
So this is my reality?
Please just sit.
So then is this one of those Dumbledore and King's Cross Station type situations, or...
Oliver.
Okay, but you've been here before.
Never.
Oh, wow. Okay, because I just assumed that you were so chill about dropping the fact that this is the lowest level possible of human consciousness that I just
My life is now so absolutely out of my hands and so completely in yours that there's no point in getting upset. Please sit. I'll explain everything I can.
suicide. Dude, I haven't seen you since high school. Are you good? Yeah. Yeah, I'm good. You good? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm great, actually.
I assume you
Isabel and I,
recognize those two.
we got engaged. The wedding is actually going to be... So I've got like 20
That's
more
us.
In a Whole Foods, moments
Whole
away from
Foods.
being transported to a second-grade maths class. But watch.
It's disconcerting, to say the least, for you to run up and scream at people to wake up. Benjamin, wake up! You're 7 years old, you fell asleep in math class, and all of this has just been a bad dream.
What was that?
That reset, that infinitely small slice of time, that's when it all began.
When what began?
All of it. Dreamscapes, time in all directions, all of it. I'm sorry, does that not make sense?
I'm at like a solid 3% of getting
0% of understanding. Could we flesh that out a little bit more?
I've told you all this before. Dreams are not stagnant fictions, but constantly evolving. Every reality is someone else's dream, an ever-growing tree. And for you, Benjamin, you were dreamt by Oliver. And you, Oliver, you were dreamt by Benjamin.
Well, it's disconcerting, to say the least, for you to run up and scream.
I know, right?
Benjamin, wake up! You're 7 years old. You fell asleep in math class.
How?
Aha, how indeed. Neither could have existed before the other. So how could any of it have begun at all? Which brings us here, to this moment. The closest thing we can get, I believe, to a beginning.
So how exactly then did we get here?
When you bit into Oliver's apple, Benjamin, you were transported back to his reality, which is, of course, also your dreamscape. That paradox, I think, created something of a tear in the fabric of dreamscapes. And we fell through it, right back to the beginning of everything.
But this can't be the beginning. I have memories before this. Like my brother. The accident.
Oliver, what are memories if not dreams themselves? The past, the future. The only reason we believe in any of it is because we place our faith in chronology. Time passes in the direction we notice, but there is no law of nature or physics that demands that it have any direction at all. The only solid thing we have is the present, the fleeting yet ever-persistent now. You see? In every universe, every dreamscape, all of time and space already exist. Always have, always will, and we simply move through.
Like frames in a film.
So really, the beginning of it all doesn't necessarily need to be at the beginning. It could have happened anywhere, light years away, or in another dreamscape. But it just so happens that it was, in fact, in a Whole Foods and a second-grade classroom, simultaneously, at once.
How do you know all of this?
Well, I don't. It would appear that this is as far as any mind can go. So all of this is speculation. Though I will say I'm pretty good.
Wait, Mrs. Hills. If Benjamin's dreamscape is my reality, then how was I able to create Gasball Currency and Lumbersweats and the Sweet Meat Chronicles there?
Just absolutely terrific names, by the way.
Oh, thank you. But I thought I could only make changes in my dreamscape. Those are in my reality.
Well, look at it this way. Neither of your minds could have ever existed without the other, correct?
Literally whatever
Yeah,
you say.
sure.
They are, therefore, bonded in such a way that I believe either of you could change whatever you like about each other's dreams or reality. You don't have the same brains, but you have the closest thing to it that I can imagine. And yet, look at you. Completely different people.
But why? If we have the same brains, shouldn't we be the same person?
Roll over an answer, and underneath you'll find a dozen more questions. That must be a question for another chapter. For now, we take comfort in the fact that any of this happened at all.
So, what now?
What now? Whatever you like. This is the beginning. You can change anything from here. That's you, right there, creating the infinite universes that every known consciousness calls
The
home.
wedding is actually going to be... So I've got like
Step
20
in, and you can change the scene. Live your life through with Isabel. Save your brother. The past, the future, all thoughts, all memories can be rewritten, right here, right now. All we have is time.
Oliver? All right, good. What just happened? Oh, I'm just testing my theory that I'm the master of my own reality.
Okay.
But wouldn't that change everything?
Of course.
You, Jasper, Quinn.
Who knows? Or go on as you are. But I think after this point it's permanent, lucid or no. Now that both of your minds are aware that they depend upon each other, I imagine that if one of you had the instinct to alter either timeline, the other would simultaneously have the same instinct, ultimately cancelling each other out. Which means that this really is your last chance to change anything. Isabel, your brother, you can either step in and change it all, or take the apple and go on.
But if all of time already exists, haven't we already made this choice?
I don't know. But what's that to stop you from making it?
I haven't seen you since high school. Are you good? Yeah. Yeah, I'm good. You good? Yeah.
Wait, Oliver? Yeah? Oh, come on, Benjamin, don't freeze up on an existential one-liner. No, I'm glad that you woke me up. Yeah. I am too. Okay. You ready? Yeah.
It's disconcerting to see you just run up and scream at people to wake up.
Attention Whole Food shoppers, there is a patron in need of medical assistance in aisle 6. Dear Whole Food shoppers, I have just been informed that this patron is not part of our loyalty rewards program, so take your time.
Benjamin? Hello?
Oliver, for the last time, will you please stop playing with
Okay.
your food in class?
Sorry.
Thank you very much. 5 minutes left on the quiz, everyone. 5 minutes.
So I'm just picking up the groceries I dropped because you fell.
Do you know
on-
you're dreaming?
Stop taking pictures of yourself, Kim. Your sister's going to jail. I'm gonna barf.
Hey, Oliver. Yeah? Get yard mapped. What? Nothing. Good luck in math class, Benny.
Is that someone at the door?
What's going on? I think they're trying to find the string to get the door open.
You're still doing that, huh?
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Listen, we don't have to go in if you don't want to.
No, I want to. I just, I don't want to be Jasper Prime again.
I know, but you're just you. And I think you're pretty cool.
Yeah, I think you're pretty cool too, Jasper.
I know you think I'm pretty cool.
I know,
You made
that's
an entire
exactly
cult after me.
why I did.
Jasper, you came!
Hey,
I can't
William.
believe... And Jasper Prime!
It's Quinn now.
It's actually Quinn now.
Yeah, come on in. You won't believe how many bananas we have. Come on, everybody, let's get set up.
Hey. The service is in like 10 minutes if you want to join.
Yeah. Yes. Absolutely.
Oh, love, the one thing that I can't let go. Oh, love, I'm ready for tomorrow, but I can't outgrow love. You can count on me with love. Tomorrow will go, but I'll always stay in love. The one thing that I can't let go, our love. I'm ready for tomorrow, but I can't outgrow love.
Take your seat, Charles. Take your seat. Thank you very much. Everyone, I hope you had a very relaxing.
Tomorrow will go, but I'll always stay.
Sitting on the back, Isabel. She's new. I I'm sure all of you will make her feel right.
Hey. What happened? You've been asleep. Really? Yeah. Are you okay? Yeah. Yeah, I'm okay. It's just really good to see you awake.
Hey. Do you know you're dreaming?
Yep.
It's good to see you.
Yeah, it's good to see you too.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, as ready as I'll ever be for those two.
Oh, Benjamin, come on, they're nice.
Well, they're just, I don't know, a little what?
Cultish. Benjamin.
What?
Okay, I like them.
Okay, question.
Yeah.
In your reality, my dreamscape, when I'm not there, like when I'm not dreaming, what's my brain's autopilot? Like, what's my backup storage?
Do you really want to know?
Can't be worse than the Kardashians.
It's the entire plot to Lumber Sweats and the Sweet Meat Chronicles.
Are you serious?
Yep, you've had it planned out the entire time.
Oh, is it good?
You haven't gotten to the ending yet.
Okay, but is it good so far?
Yeah, it's not bad.
Okay, absolutely. You're fact.